All right, so this is Zillow. This is one of the great publicly available tools and resources that you have access to. This will give you a lot of real estate information. Now let's dive into this, what we can use it for and what we should not use it for. So I'm going to use a property that I know is on the market, right? So this one right here, I can see everything about it already. So we're just going to click here. But if I didn't want to click there, I could type in the address in that little search bar you see, and the same thing would come up. So for instance, if this is the address I want, and I'm on the home page, I can put my address in, it'll populate, click on it, same information appears. Now, once we're in here, we can see beds, bath, square foot is missing, but normally it should be there. A lot of times this information is a hit or miss. Overview, we can see type of build, year built, heating and AC, lot size. You can scroll down and you can see how long it's been on Zillow. This is a good indicator of seeing what the market is doing. So if it's been on Zillow for a long time and it's not moving, this is an opportunity. If it's on there for 6 days, well, we can look at how many views. It's had a lot of views, 128 saves. Most likely they have this home priced at a reasonable price and they're not super overpriced on this because they are getting a lot of views and they are getting quite a bit of saves for 6 days. We can see listed by John Southard. So this is the listing agent that has listed this property. We can go to facts and features. It'll tell us a little bit more about the layout. Now, most of the time, if a property is not listed, this information will not be available. But because this property is listed, which means it's on the MLS, multiple listing service, then we do have a lot of information about this property because Zillow pulls that information from the MLS and gives it to us on these free websites, Zillow. And we're going to talk about a few more. But you can see there's a lot of good information here about the property. We can go to price and tax history and we can see what's going on here. So overall, like, this doesn't have a lot of history on it. It just tells me that it was listed on this date for this price. We can go over a little bit and it's going to say monthly costs, nearby schools, similar neighborhood, legal homes for you. And the most rest of this, we're not even going to look at or spend time on it. Okay, but let's just say that this is a property that we're interested in. We can hit X here and it's going to see this map, right? So now we see this map. All right, so this property right here, I don't know why it never like keeps the property that you was just looking at. Yeah, okay, there we go. It always throws me off, I'll be honest. When I look at the map, I'm just like, oh, where was that property at? Normally it is the center one, right? So this is the property we was just looking at, but we can see what's happening in the market around the proximity of this particular property. We can zoom in. We can even drop. Let's remove boundary, and we can draw, and we can draw, and we can say that we want to find comparables in this neighborhood right here. Okay. We'll hit apply. And then we can come over here and we'll say for sale, sold. Let's look at sold because we're looking for comps. So we're going to hit apply. And then we can go to sold in the last. Let's go 90 days. Apply. Home type. This is a house that we're looking at. So we're going to select house. Beds and bath. I know it was a 3-bedroom. We'll do 2 and we'll do 1 plus. And we could even do the price as well. But see, I already pulled down the search a lot. Now, this is what's happening in this little area, right? So we got this little lot right here was sold, what about 11 days ago for $70,000. Is this a house? Ooh, foreclosed. Okay. All right. So we can look at this and we can find information. This isn't a comping lesson, so I'm not going to go into comping. Just showing you an overview of ways you can use Zillow, okay? But this is definitely information that we would use if we was comping or trying to find comparables. And this is the process that we would go through. And this is how you can use it. Now, in the same way, let's just say that we had that same house and we was interested in finding rents. We can go for rent. And we can do the exact same thing, right? It's got the same boundary, all those things, it's just no matching results. So now I need to lessen up my search criteria, make it less restrictive. Oh, and this was probably days on Zillow. Okay. Interesting. Let's zoom out a little bit and we will clear our map and we'll just see overall. There's only 4 results overall. Okay. So, but we can come right down here. We know our subject properties here. We can look at this 950. Is this comparable at all? This is an apartment, so not really comparable, but it is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 800 square feet. So I know that my subject property will rent for more than this if it's in similar condition. Because roughly we are in the same neighborhood, right? Because neighborhoods are going to be depicted by sizes of roads. So this is the thickest road you will see, and this is an interstate. These are highways and main roads. And inside of these highways and main roads are neighborhoods. And we normally do not want to cross any of these highways or main roads. We want to stay inside of here. Now, these are just your local streets, right? And these go inside and in and out of neighborhoods. And you see there's not really any smaller roads in this picture. So if I had property right here, then I would want to try to stay, oops, cancel, I want to go over a little bit. I would want to try to stay in between these main roads, these highways, okay? And I would want to try to look right here because this is my neighborhood. Now, I can always cross this road and come over here and look, but this is the way we would use Zillow. Now, I just noticed something really pertinent to this property that if we was looking at, we would definitely want to fill it out. This is a runway. This is an airport, right? So I turn my map to satellite view, we can see there's a runway. Now imagine having a house right here and airplanes taking off and landing and keeping you up all night long, right? So this is a huge issue. So anyway, this is one way we will use Zillow. I just went over a basic rent and basic home sell price comp scenario where you can find out more information about the property.